Hey.
Nice.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah, we're live now, guys.
Okay, all right.
We're
Welcome,
live
I hope you
now.
started off with the nice.
We all talked
welcome
over
everybody.
The
Welcome back. Starting on a 69 joke. Love it.
You know,
So-
it has its ups and downs.
I mean, if you're doing it right, there's a lot of up and down. But
Anyway,
so yeah. Anyways, when last we left off, after a rather disastrous run-in with the sleeping maybe god thing below the
I had a
town.
good time.
I mean, I'm glad somebody did. Below the town, the little farming settlement to the north, and the tragic and untimely death of Kyros, you all managed to slowly make your way after using what's that spell again? Gentle repose.
Yes.
Yes, to ensure that you
Cool.
can extend the timer a little bit. You all managed to revive Kyros, buying crystals from a local wizard. Well, semi-local wizard, and reviving him in the forest outside of Stoneguard. We're actually going to start on Kyros. You open your eyes. Last thing you remember was a
I was
beam.
in a cave. Yeah,
You were in a
no,
cave. Yep.
I was in a cave. There was a dead body, and suddenly I'm like, "Huh? Why can't I suddenly use magic? Why is there? What was it? We were.
Stormy was
Oh,
attacking
we
everybody.
suddenly started attacking everybody, and I'm like, I can't use magic. What the fuck is going on? And all of a sudden, I was dead.
Yep. Yep.
I don't even know if
About how it went IRL too.
fucking. I got yeeted.
Yep. So, you open your eyes, and you find yourself
Still
staring up at the night sky.
Can he see now?
Feel up.
Can he see now?
Yeah, right now he can.
Oh,
Mm,
Wait, huh?
all right, let me change this. 1 second.
You
Wait,
Oh, Jesus.
Let the
Traveler,
man
you
speak.
gotta
Hold
give me
on,
a
hold
second there.
Let the man speak.
I'm trying. I just got excited.
So,
Hey.
what are you saying? What are you saying, Nick?
I didn't know my permanent. I didn't know resurrection cures the permanent blindness.
So, you open your eyes to stare up at the night sky. You look to your left and you look to your right, and you find that you're
Still blind.
sitting in a pool, laying back rather, in a pool of water. Trees lining the shore, nearly pitch black. Pitch black. You can barely see. It's a small pool, and you appear to be ringed by trees. It is the dead of night, and there's nobody around.
Ooh. Ah.
Uh-huh.
Ah. Where's everybody? How the fuck did I get here?
I'm assuming no one's there. Correct, Traveler?
I guess.
No, you're looking around. It
Yeah,
is
no.
just you.
Yeah.
For the first time, you're seeing through your own eyes. It's a very weird, very surreal experience.
Huh. I don't think I don't think I realized at first that I'm seeing through my own eyes because, you know, I would be like, huh,
Fair.
did I would probably go to like send my little buddy out and then I'd be like, huh, where is he? Wait a minute. What the fuck can I see? Huh. I would probably stand up.
You stand up. It's a very
Glance
shallow
around.
pool, maybe 6 inches in depth. Only, like I said, it's only about 10, 15 feet wide.
Do I see anything around me?
Make a perception check.
Okay, this time I get to use my actual perception. 25.
25. Okay. So, you're looking around. You look left. And you look right. It's more of these dark, deep trees. I said 25, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, you think just for a moment, as you're turning, you see a small orb of light just for a split second as it vanishes behind a tree.
I would move towards the orb of light.
Okay. As you start moving out there, it seems to almost be getting darker. It was near pitch black while you were in the pool, and as you begin walking in the direction of this light, it is getting blacker and blacker.
Ooh, I don't like that. Do I feel comfortable with the darkness, or does it
I
just
mean,
feel like normal?
Anytime your hawk isn't around, you live in darkness, so
Fair enough.
I'll say you don't actively. It's not like you sense any, you know.
Yeah, I don't
There's
sense
no,
anything wrong.
yeah. The hairs aren't standing up on the back of your neck. There's no weird sixth sense. Oh shit's about to go down.
Then yeah,
type of feeling.
I just keep going towards the trees, the darkness.
Yeah. You keep walking and walking, and after another moment, you realize it is now pitch black. You cannot see anything. No, not trees, not the sky above
Feel
you.
anything?
You think you feel some wind on your face.
Completely pitch black though.
Yeah.
I think at this point, since I can't see anything, I would just try to go backwards.
Okay. You turn around to try to go backwards, and there's still pitch blackness. No sign of the light, the faint light coming from overhead there was before. It is still pitch black.
I would still try to move back, but let me see. Do I have? I try to cast Produce Flame to create a light.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. No. Okay. Well, try to just stumble my way back to some place where I get some vision or something. Some idea of where I was or am.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom check as you're wandering around about through the.
Wisdom check.
Yep.
19.
Yep. As you're looking around, you realize that no matter which way you turn, no matter how you position your body, the wind is always coming from the front. You are always. It's always blowing on your face, even if you do a full 180. And then you realize something else. You've been wandering around blindly now for about 10-15 minutes in your assumption. And you haven't hit a tree. Despite the fact that it was densely packed before, you haven't even felt the whisper of a branch.
No idea what's going on. I would probably just keep moving and hope to find something, see something, hit something.
Okay.
Assuming maybe I got hit by magical blindness and I'm now in a glade. It's happened before.
That's happened.
Someone did blind me and push me through a portal.
You're not wrong. So, you keep moving. And you hear a voice carried on the wind, so faint you thought you might be so faint you think you're almost hearing things carrying over the wind. Roll me a perception check.
Perception check. Okay. 25 again.
Okay. Yeah. You faintly make out in a very high, very rich, I guess is the word for it, feminine voice. What illuminates the darkness?
Light.
Do you answer that out loud, or are you answering to me?
Probably.
Okay. As you say light, you see a single tiny pinprick, no more than a candle, light, maybe 10 to 15 feet in front of you.
I'd move towards it.
You move towards it, and you see what appears to be a tiny, tiny flickering flame. Like I said, roughly what's on the tip of a candle, and you hear a voice. Once again, speak your mind. What drives you, young one?
Kyros would stop, think for a little bit, and be like, it'd be really cool to be a famous adventurer one day. I really like the adventures in the stories.
Fame and stories. What? Sorry, this is also me thinking. If this isn't just spooky pauses. Stories and tall tales are all well and good. But are you prepared for the pain that comes with knowing the truth behind the stories? With having a light shined on the darkest moments of any tall tale?
Pauses, thinks a little bit. Sure.
Okay. You say sure, and that little candle moves into your chest, and you can see it settle in your heart, a little light glowing, illuminating the ribs from the outside. You can half see your heart beating in your chest. My sister's champion seems to think you deserve to live. So don't blame this pain on me, young one. We shall see what the light illuminates in your darkest moments. And then this time your world goes black again, and you are breathing deep. You feel rough stone and grass on your back, and you can hear the tense breathing of a few other people around you. So, the rest of you suddenly see Kyros draw breath once again.
Was I gone? I really don't like teleporting places. I also don't like not being able to use magic. It's not fun.
Oh, you didn't teleport that time, buddy.
Oh,
It's more
I-
your spirit teleported, if anything, but your body
Yeah.
kind of just fell
Yeah.
to the ground.
You see Gale run up and jump in his lap and like nuzzle him.
I like start petting Gale. I'd be like, well, at least I haven't become one with the earth.
Not yet, at least.
You're at least above ground.
Kyros, how are you feeling, man? How are you doing? Feeling better? Feeling good? Any stiffness? Anything like that?
Feeling like
Kinda
you.
thirsty.
Thirsty?
I haven't
Here,
had
here.
water in a
Yeah, I got some
while.
water. I got some water. Here, take it. Take it.
You accidentally hand him your liquor.
I imagine. Did you even have like a tarp
Burns.
over my body as you were dragging it? So I was probably like
That's not a
super
horse.
dehydrated.
That's not
No,
a
we
horse.
we were very, respectful of your body. We wouldn't have let
Yes.
you just get all dirty
We
and
also
were
gross.
very
imagine-
respectful as we threw you over a horse's back.
Gentle repose probably keeps the body from dehydrating. So
Yeah.
It keeps it in
What is
a good
something?
enough condition to reanimate. Yeah.
Right, to
I was just
revivify it.
constantly using create water as like a misting spray
Active.
over your body to moisturize you. Just
Ugh.
Oh goodness.
can I cast moisturize on Kyros?
I
Yeah,
guess.
God.
I'll hand you some
Oh.
water.
Also, I think last session we cast healing spells. I'm guessing that's still like we
Yeah.
can still apply that. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. You guys can still, yeah.
So
So Kyros has now thought about what it feels like to die, and he's come to a few conclusions. One,
Thought
a
of
lot
you
of the same old,
experienced
same
it.
old. It's a lot of the same old, same old. Only it's more annoying because he can't use magic to cheat, and so he doesn't like death.
all right.
He's
That's
just
good to
saying
know.
that,
You don't like death.
but
I feel like
he's
your
just-
reasoning is off as to why you don't like death, but I understand.
Regardless
very-
of how you get there, you get there.
You're very calm for someone who did just die, but that's probably
I'm
a good
used.
thing.
Well, I
You're
mean, it
used
was a lot of
to
the
dying?
same. Like I'm used to not seeing things, but
Wait, so it
the
was
fact I
just
couldn't use
darkness?
magic was cheating.
Right, but like
The
what
fact that I
about
can't use
feeling
magic
and
Whoa,
sucks.
wait,
the other
wait.
senses?
Sorry, I'm not experienced with this. What do you mean? Couldn't you magic? You did you?
You
What
were
did
still
you? What do you
conscious?
mean?
Yeah,
Did you
what happened on
feel
the other
something?
side?
Well, according to you guys, I died. So I
Yes.
woke up.
I mean,
There was a
according
small
to
little
your
puddle of
pulse.
water, some trees. I walked over, and there was just darkness, and I'm like, shit, am I blind again? And so I just kept kind of walking, hoping to bump into something, because I couldn't feel a whole lot. And, I'd been there, done that. But then I heard some weird whispers. Someone mentioned something about, pain and suffering and a champion. And,
Excuse me. A
back here.
what?
What?
So you sold your soul while you were dead? Is that what you're what?
Maybe.
Wait,
It
so
didn't sound like I was selling anything.
What
It
is
sounded
someone
like
talked to you?
someone was giving me
Wait.
something that I didn't want.
I mean tomatoes, tomatoes.
But I don't see anything. Like I start patting myself. I'm like, I don't have anything. Take off my shirt, quickly check my chest to see if there's anything.
Well,
No,
So-
you still
no,
can't
nothing.
see.
Oh yeah.
True.
That's
I can't see. So I'm just feeling it. I'm like, shit, I need to get my hawk. Get my buddy back.
Ilya, does that sound like normal death things?
That was
I
weird.
mean, normally when people die, they don't get back up.
Well,
I should
right, but
say.
like, do gods talk to you before you're like just done existing? How does that work? What is?
I mean,
is there...
I've never died, so
Oh well, yeah, but you're like you have a god that you like and likes
I mean,
you. You're
yeah,
a holy person, so I
I
assume
like how
you
you're
would.
trying to end game be like, well, you're a cleric, you should know these things.
You're the most likely to know this.
can I
Isn't your
make
god
a religion
literally the
check to
god
see
of
if I've
death?
ever heard stories of people talking to
make a-
gods after they
yeah. It's
died?
not our fault
Make
that
a
you
religion
didn't.
check,
You didn't
yeah.
tell us
Yeah.
what happened. Well,
Yeah, isn't your god literally the god of death?
You didn't explain shit.
you didn't say shit.
I'm a kid. What do you expect? A
I know we
detailed
don't expect much
explanation?
from you, but it's still not helpful.
We don't
13.
doesn't mean we can't be upset.
13.
Yeah, 13. I didn't.
Okay.
roll great.
So yeah. I mean, the basis of your religion, of the religion of the Undercrawler, is based on the fact that multiple people who've been brought back when they die have recanted a very similar figure to what you've seen in your dreams, who lead them by the hand somewhere before they're subsequently yanked from that place. But nothing. Well, yeah, shit. He described awfully, so it could be what he described, but it sounds kind of off.
Yeah,
I'm having this weird moment where me as a
what I'm
DM
hearing is not like the Undercrawler taking him somewhere. It's what I understood from him was a wind is talking to me, and that's where she's
that is
not
definitely-
like connecting it at
that,
all.
and I will definitely say that does not connect, because it's described very clearly, but like I said, by those who have been brought back as like a literal, not a metaphoric, a literal taking of the hand and guiding them. No, they never quite made it to any sort of great beyond because they were brought back, but yeah. Nothing. I will say you don't know what this is. With a 13, you have no idea what's happening, and especially with a shitty description.
Yeah, Ilya just responds. I mean, the Undercrawler guides you to whatever afterlife there is. Sometimes that gets interrupted, but what he's describing is. Are you high? Did you use something before you died?
Can you be high in the afterlife?
What was the voice telling you?
You said, Kyros, you said a champion.
So
They used that word, champion.
I was walking through the darkness.
Right.
They said something about what illuminates the darkness. I'm like, well, light. And then there was a light. It wasn't very bright though. It was kind of small. I was kind of expecting more. And then she said, what motivates you? And I'm like, I want to be a fucking cool adventurer, right?
Right.
And she's like, are you ready for the dark side of that? And I'm like, sure. And then she's like,
yeah.
What was it exactly you said?
No.
Travler, it's like, yeah.
Oh, no.
She said,
What does Kyros remember?
What does Kyros remember?
My sister's champion feels like you should be revived. And I'm like,
Sister's champion.
Yeah.
Sister's champion revived?
Yeah, sister's champion bring me back or something? I don't know.
Brought you back. Sister's champion brought you back.
I'm gonna pat his shoulder. You know, you can do a lot of amazing things, but don't ever become a storyteller.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're the adventurer and not the bard telling the stories of adventurers.
With what he's saying, could even attempt another check? Could I try and suss out who he's talking about? Like, I feel like I know our character,
so
but
without,
could Ilya suss that out realistically?
Sure, roll the check. There's a very low DC for,
yeah, 15 plus something.
So yeah, I mean, first clue that can kind of tick it off is there's only two gods that are there's
two pairs.
Sorry, let me say that. Let me rephrase that.
There's only two that are sisters.
There's two sets of siblings, but there's only one set that has any females. There's a pair of brothers, and then there are the twin sisters, the Undercrawler and the Sunrider.
Right.
And so you gather that, and you know how your god communicates. It is a completely blacked out form with a light shining from behind it, and this doesn't quite sound like that. So
how general knowledge
just based on that is it has to be okay.
How general knowledge is the twin gods?
I mean, about as general knowledge as it gets. I mean, it's like walking down any street or into any Walmart anywhere and asking for a basic synopsis of, I don't know, like the Christian religion. Not everybody knows everything about it, but pretty much everybody can at least sit there and go, well, there's God and then
Jesus
his
Christ.
They've heard of the Trinity, at least.
Yeah, they've heard of the Trinity, exactly. It's that kind of deal.
I'm gonna look over to Ilya.
Pretty sure you talked to the Sunrider, by the way.
There wasn't a whole lot of sun. She wasn't riding it.
Well,
don't think that's how it
works. It's more of a name, like a title. It's not like a descriptor.
So this pretty well seals it. Champion of the Undercrawler.
Yeah, is that like does the Undercrawler only have one champion, Ilya, or is there like you're one of them? How's that work?
How does it work?
I only started worshipping her properly recently, shortly after I met you, Eratos. So,
right,
I don't really know how it's properly done, but I know that a lot of worshippers of her and the Sunrider both were pretty much decimated over the years. So no, I don't know how it works properly. I'm just kind of here.
Is that
figuring
like
shit out?
Is that new information to you though, that you would be considered a champion of the Undercrawler? Or did you kind of
I
know
don't
that?
remember her ever saying
I don't
you're a
remember
champion.
concept.
I don't remember her saying that specifically, right?
No, that
Okay, then
that never was spoken to before.
okay.
No.
I just want to make sure before I respond. No, I've not heard that. She hasn't really told me that.
Well, surprise, I guess.
Congratulations.
That is
Or
a bit of a
condolences,
surprise.
depending.
I mean, either way, I'll serve her until she has no need of me anymore. And then someone else will. And when she has no need of them, someone else will. And so on and so on.
Do gods ever stop having a need for mortals?
Well, when I'm not needed anymore, I'll die.
Without
And I
mortals,
won't
what's a
I won't
god?
get back up.
Or is it you die and therefore because you're dead you no longer serve her? You don't have a purpose to her. Does one
That's
I feel like you have it
that's a
different
philosophical question that I can't actually answer.
because like then you're sort of talking about fate, like if you have no purpose for her, then you just die, which sort of makes it seem like she's like, well, you're useless, dead, and just sort of.
I mean, she
what
kept me
use
alive.
what use
She
is a
kept me
god without
alive.
any believers?
That was my thought too. If you're a champion, so to proclaimed by
the
a
god.
Sunrider, in theory, I feel like that's pretty valuable. And if you're a worshiper too, as long as you're worshiping, you have use to a god.
I mean, I have use to some degree. She kept me alive when I should have died multiple times.
She lets you bring back Kyros too, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too. So clearly you're needed as well, or at least she's willing to let me keep you here.
Well, that's sort of that's a big philosophical question. Is like, do you serve a purpose to her that we just don't know about, or the fact that you keep all of us alive, is that the purpose that you serve for her? What are the Undercrawler's goals, Ilya?
Can we take a moment above board to acknowledge that the Lizard Man is the most philosophical out of all of us in the party?
He has a high wisdom, my guy.
And boy, you're asking some questions.
Listen,
I just picture like
deeply
just lizard folk like
philosophical.
pulling out a pipe and he's like putting his feet up and like Sherlock Holmesing it.
religion's
Just
new-ish to him too, so he's trying
Well,
to figure it out.
to be fair, he also has a crazy high insight, so he may just be scaly Sherlock Holmes.
there you go.
Oh my god, why have I not been playing him like that?
That's actually yes. Let's do it now.
Not every cleric's born equal for their gods, obviously.
I also wasn't.
She picked you. She nabbed you. She chose you.
Weren't you a cleric of someone else first? Not to pry into your life, but I feel like you've told me that before.
I wasn't I've always served the Undercrawler, but when I was younger, my family didn't serve her properly, I should say.
Do they still currently not serve her properly?
Well, seeing as they're going around killing entire towns and wiping out churches, no, I would say they're not serving her properly.
Okay, that's what I figured.
They feel they control death itself when that's not the case. And for a long time, that's what I thought as well. I was wrong.
You were dead wrong. Stormy puts on sunglasses.
Julia just reaches over, grabs the sunglasses, and crushes them in her
Damn
hand.
it. You never let me have any fun.
No. You don't get to have fun.
I'll pick Kyros up off the ground to his feet, dust him off. So, as your disposition towards being an adventurer changed at all with your recent scrape with mortality?
Nah, the adventures in the story never stay dead for that long.
Mm.
I think Grandpa described it as something called plot armor.
Oh boy.
Uh,
I fear
Baron's
dying
gonna-
and getting brought back.
Traveler,
has
now
made
you have to kill
worse.
him.
Oh, don't worry. There's things happening.
Baron's gonna put his hands on your shoulders and look you in the eyes. Kyros, listen. Here's the issue with the stories. Some of them are a little true. Some of them are a lot true. But you're only hearing the ones that make it out. You're not hearing the ones that end up dead in a cave.
So what you're saying is I need
Or the
to
ones
not
that
die
run
in a
away from the
cave.
battle.
Just shoot
And I
it.
also need to not run away from
Gonna
battle.
stare
Ah.
daggers at Stormy. And and most of the time they also don't get killed or maimed by their companions. But the important thing is you gotta live, kid. You gotta survive. Now the stories are great. The tales of slaying fantastic beasts. It's amazing. I heard them growing up too. I had the dreams of being an adventurer too. Please, seriously think about what just happened. Trust us, you were dead. Lights out completely. I checked your body, very dead. I tried to heal you myself. Dead. Dead.
We had to spend
Kyros,
300 gold to
You
resurrect you to
understand
get the
you were
components.
gone. You were gone.
Kyros is just gonna be like, pat himself down again. It's like, I thought dying would be a lot more painful.
Normally,
I
it
mean,
can be.
No, normally it looks a lot more painful, but you just kind of drop.
mostly the pain is felt by everyone around you. You know.
Or decapitation. Decapitation looks painful.
I don't know. When I saw the jaguar eating that rabbit, it looked pretty painful.
Yeah, for the rabbit, it looks painful from the
Ah.
outside perspective, but when you're there, you're sort of. How often are you in the moment thinking, "Wow, this is painful"?
Just, now that we could have done that time and you're back, but please, just
What
try to be careful, alright?
did happen?
From what we
Some
can
type of
tell,
spell, I think.
there were these little parasites that were piloting that big carcass, and whatever remnants of power were left in the eyeball hit you with something, and then you died. The end.
Literally.
Well, I mean, it was more of like the end of a chapter cliffhanger for the story, and then readers are like, "Oh, what's going to happen?" And you start the next chapter. Here we are.
Overall, please try not to die again. Please. Because I'm not sure that'll work again.
Don't plan on it.
Most people never
nope.
do,
Nope.
Kyros.
Yeah.
Most people
Yeah.
never do. Alright, well.
So
Fuck. Oh. Let's get paid.
Yeah, where are we supposed to get that money from for that mission?
I don't
Also,
know.
I am casting animal friendship. by the way, as we. Oh wait, no,
Animal
not animal
friendship.
friendship. Excuse me. Find familiar.
Yeah.
It's like Eritos is already your friend.
I believe all payments handled through the commissions and the drawn bow, so we should be fine.
I just wasn't sure, since that one was like the town asked for help. I wasn't sure if the town was supposed to pay us, and we just fucking left without getting paid.
Which would be really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would. Let's
Especially if somebody died for it.
That means we go back and say, "Give me the fucking money."
They probably would. They were pretty scared of us.
Oh yeah, by the way, we forgot our payment. And just come back.
So, you guys are heading to the drawn bow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay out in the forest again, guys.
I'm
Unless-
gonna stay with you and cast Find
Okay.
Familiar because I'll keep you some company because I can't. I
Yeah,
can't
that works.
see
That
right
way,
now.
Baron
Not
doesn't have
all-
to waste his spells on me.
All right.
before we
I think I'm gonna
head
stay
off,
back in the
I'm gonna
forest too.
go over to Eritos. Are we, you and I, are we good?
Yeah. Are we good? I'm good. Are you?
Yeah.
I think you're.
Wait.
I think you're thinking Lilith. Lilith was one angry with you.
No.
What's
Yeah.
Who's
Why would we not be good?
I mean,
I
you.
don't know. I tried to. How deep into the woods did you go last time to get away? I mean, you went.
Oh,
did you go,
earlier
like-
today?
Yeah.
Oh, I went super deep. I really didn't want to
Alright.
get seen by the
Okay,
soldiers.
okay.
It was like
I
a whole
thought-
army. So.
No, I went out there. I went out there to go for you. I didn't think you went like deep.
Oh.
And then so I went
Oh, my
out to
bad.
try to find you, and then I called out, and I didn't get a response, and I.
Oh. Sorry, that was just a communication error. I probably should have told Dorby and Ilya that I was going far away to hide and to come find me. I just said, come find me later. So, sorry.
Out of curiosity, was there on your way back? Everything's fine now. Was there any talk of letting me know y'all were alive?
Oh. Fuck, honestly, I forgot that we had that capability. So, no, we didn't talk about it. Well, we talked about it the day of, like when we were leaving, but she didn't have the spell ready. So,
Yeah, it makes sense. You guys had to travel out quickly, and no,
But then
it was
we totally could have and should have the next day. I
it
just
was a slip.
completely spaced it.
Yeah, it's
Um,
we're good.
yeah, sorry.
All right.
I
Is there
mean-
anything you want from town? Anything?
I mean, pick me up like a turkey leg or something. That'd be cool.
I'll pick you up a turkey.
Wait, a whole turkey? That's even better. Dead or alive, whatever.
I was about to say, comes back with a living turkey.
I'll do what I can,
New pet.
and I'll head into town.
All right. Is anybody going with him, or? Because I know Ertos, and Kyros. You guys both said you were staying. Is anybody else staying, or are y'all going?
That Stormy's gonna stay.
Okay, Stormy stays. And sorry,
Yeah.
what'd you say, Ilya?
I said I was gonna go.
All right, so Ilya and
The party bang.
Ilya and Baron head into the city. So you guys walk in, you see some nods, you see some, you see some of the guys still winding down and getting their horses unsaddled after getting ready for a massive getting ready for quite the journey. Yeah, you see all that good stuff. Yeah, you guys walk to the drawn bow. You see that same
Yeah.
guy who's almost always out here just smoking his pipe. How's them folk up north?
Did we bring in the what's it called? The corpse with the
I was assuming you took your
We
horse.
did.
Yeah.
We did, and we would have brought it here as
So
well.
yeah, so we're pulling up the horse with a terrifying Men in Black 1 cockroach monster.
Pretty much, yeah. That is kind of what I had in my head too. No, that's why he wasn't asking like, did you complete the job? He's asking, how are the people is more of what he's trying to get across.
They're alive. They're not being
Well,
hunted by this thing or any other things.
well, that's definitely a plus. That thing looks gnarly. Like looks over and walks over and like puts a boot under one of its mandibles. Ooh.
It was no joke. That's for sure.
Yeah, don't look like it. All right, go see. Oh, shoot, where's my notes on this place? What's the bartender's name? Whatever. Go see the bartender. He'll get you paid up.
Understood.
Will do.
Gives you a nod. Starts just poking and prodding at different bits of the big old insect.
I guess go inside and
Yeah.
go up to the bar.
Oh, you back already? Did you is a good back early or bad back early or
Well, there's
oh
a
shit,
big.
you're back early.
Well, there's the big corpse of the thing that was tormenting the town up north, right out front. So
So good back early.
yeah,
That's one word for it. I guess you could say.
Sure. And he just you see him reach down and start. You hear the clink of some coin as he starts thumbing. Sets a pouch out on the desk. Well, that's what that fella left with us for the payment, so.
Who
Earn,
left?
yes, thank you.
Who left the payment again? Who was it?
Some big old glowing tattooed up fella. I reckon he's one of them Soulborn folks talk about.
Mmm.
Left,
You know
left
his
a whole
name?
handful of gold with us. Didn't give it, no. Just left us a whole handful of gold and told
Glowing.
us what to put on the launch poster.
Did he happen to be glowing when he walked in here?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the tattoos it was just a soft glow. It wasn't like a brilliant deal.
What color?
about how long ago? Also,
This was about. See, this is now me, Travler, spazzing. How long ago did I say he'd gone through there and killed that thing? Like 3 months, I want to say.
I'm basically just trying to suss out if it's that guy. If it's the same time,
Hang on. I
Yes,
gotta
yes,
find it in my
yes.
notes.
I want to say
Go
you
take
did
her,
say like
please.
3.
I want to say 3 months is what I said before, so I'm gonna stick with that. The timeline matches up, is what I'll tell you.
Okay.
And fellow was glowing purple. Well, at least all them little tattoos that covered his whole body were. Tell you what, he looked like one wicked customer. I'll tell you that.
He is. Not that anyone
I don't
in
even think I could.
the area would ever try to get onto the bad side of a Soulborn, but make sure to avoid his.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd imagine. I mean, shoot, with that damn thing, he could poke you from 20 goddamn feet away before he'd even get the chance to move.
Excuse me.
Anyway,
Wait.
What do you mean with
what-
that thing?
What weapon was he using?
big old spear lance thing, like ridiculously tall.
No
I mean, he was a big old feller,
fucking way.
but he was a big old feller.
Yeah,
but
Travler, you son of a.
even on him, that was overly large.
Question, Traveler.
Sure.
When we were fighting with that random
Giggity.
Soulborn that we met in the ocean, did he ever activate his runes?
No, you never saw his light up. No.
Okay. Just
We also
wondering.
did not ask if he was the third son of the tyrant. So
Well, we
that's
wouldn't want to ever ask that.
why would you ask that of
We-
Soulborn? Yeah.
Never did we? Oh. Okay.
So.
Yes. Just okay.
Awesome. Do you happen to have any other jobs aside from the matriarch Wyvern left?
No, that's about it. I mean,
Alright.
once again, any and all useful hides you can take in are always appreciated, and we can see what we can get for it, but that's more of a drawn-out payment, as we're just the middleman in that transaction. We got to find a buyer somewhere closer to the, the main part of the country. It's a whole deal.
All right. Perfect. Just quick question. If we were looking to maybe kill some drakes.
Sure. There's a good amount of drakes out here.
Our best bet would be towards the west, yes?
Yeah. They tend to be roaming around. They're more on the high places. They like chewing on mountain goats and such. So, yeah. Just make sure if you see somebody riding one, you might want to fuck off. That's when you start running into them monastery fellas, and they will rob you for your shoes. All just to add another coin onto them hordes of their whole Dragon Lord deals.
Oh, sorry. The monks of the monastery.
Those folks that hang out at the dragon monasteries. Some are all right, just depends on who you run into. But like I said, some of them, shoot, they'll gut you for 10 coins onto their dragon horde. Their dragon patron horde, whatever the hell they call them.
And you've had people come back saying they were robbed from them.
Well, usually
like Jimmy down the road, he could say, "Hey, they robbed me."
Well, not as such. You find the remains. Occasionally, if it was a bigger group, you'll get 1 or 2 survivors. Sometimes it was somebody would see it happen into a whole other group and then snuck off. They tend not to leave many folks. They tend not to leave many folks unharmed, I'll say, or alive, or breathing at all.
That's good information for us to know.
Yeah.
Okay. If you hear anything back, there should have been some type of small expeditionary force. If there's any more jobs or anything related to that town again, be careful on who you send up there. It's what's left underneath that town is no joke.
That gives you an odd look. I'll do that, yeah.
Alright.
Well,
in the future, it's the type of thing that maybe a group of random schmucks off the street, like we were, definitely don't give them the information. Make sure they prove themselves first.
got it. Good to know. Alright.
Alright.
Well, y'all have a good one.
And how much gold were we given?
462.
62.
Yes.
Or 62.
Almost.
Yay, Bank of Ilya.
Yup.
For 2? Or was it
No, 462.
for the
For the
what we
near-death
just did.
experience.
Yes.
okay.
For you dying.
Minus the 300 we spent. So
Yeah.
1,000 for death.
So.
Not near
300.
death, it was death.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, you're breathing. I think.
Yeah. Round
They
2.
brought you back that way.
All right. Odd question. Do you know where I can get a turkey?
A turkey.
Dead or alive?
Y'all know Mandy. She's the one who does all the butchering in this place, so.
Yes. Mandy.
I think you're thinking of a different person, Drew.
Am I thinking of a different person? I'm
You
thinking
are.
You were
of
thinking of
the
the person
the
that-
herbalist. Yeah, you're right.
That's 40.
Oh,
Nice try.
Gordy.
Nice try there,
Gordy.
buddy.
You were so hopeful, though. I loved it.
I was so hopeful. It's okay. I still got spell slots left.
What?
Respond to that one. No, I'm not gonna. Don't worry about it, Traveler. Don't worry
Is
about
this? It's Wait.
He's threatening.
I'm
Not
threatening
realizing
this
I
guy's
will
self.
go right back at him.
Oh, yes, the one who has a crush on. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, no, I forgot I did that. Oops.
I haven't.
Oh, I have no doubt.
I'll look over to Ilya. Can I have
So we need a turkey.
10 gold, I guess? I don't know. Not much.
It's an expensive turkey.
I'll
was
give him
gonna
10
give him
gold.
food.
I'll give you 10 gold.
I'll be back.
Do you know if we
Okay.
needed that? Do you know if we needed that body out there?
Are you
No.
asking the bartender?
No, I'm asking Darren.
I
Was
don't
Eric
believe
just
so.
planning to try and do something with it?
I think... I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue. I wasn't there for any conversations you all may or may not have had.
I don't think we talked about the creature.
Okay.
Quiet ride back to town, then. I'll go over to Mandy's.
Okay. Yeah. You walk over, maybe 15 minutes, I don't know, of a walk away, and you come across that same shop, a few carcasses hanging outside over a low cooking fire, another couple like smoke sheds for the really long drawn out process of making like good jerky out back. You can just smell blood and smoking and cooking meat just permeates a solid 200 or 300 foot radius of this building, and you can hear it
Making me
coming from
hungry.
inside of.
It's been making me hungry. I love jerky and smoked meats.
Oh, who doesn't love smoked meats? You hear a very loud humming coming from inside, and then just a thunk, scrape, thunk, scrape of a very heavy blade hitting wood, and then subsequently shuffling something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll, Is it it was a public storefront, right? Not just their house?
Yeah, no, there's like a door that is currently open. It's a store deal.
Alright. Yeah, I'll walk on in.
You walk on in, you see the familiar woman, large, heavy set. Muscular and whatnot.
Hello,
And you
Mandy.
see she's currently got a cleaver just working into what appears to be some sort of deer carcass, cutting through the spine and separating ribs.
Mm. Quite the intricate work.
If you want to call breaking the ribs off a vertebrae intricate, that's a word for it. Bam! Slams one down, finally freeing one whole half of the rib cage. So, what can I do you for?
We plan on spending some time outside of the city again. And one of my party members has requested a turkey.
Turkey. Whew.
Yes, or some type of large, meaty poultry leg.
I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody brought me in a brace of turkey a little while ago.
Perfect.
You see her like move back into what is. Sorry, gotta. Alright. Yeah. Well, we've got got a small turkeys in here. She moves back into what's clearly like some sort of cold storage as she opens a door and then immediately starts walking downstairs. Comes back up a moment later, carrying 3 different what appear to be turkey carcasses on meat hooks. So y'all want the whole turkey?
Sure. Have they been can I tell from just general? Are they still in carcass form? Has she smoked any of it yet? I'm assuming not.
Yeah. So no, these don't appear to have been smoked yet. They've been gutted, and you can see they've been like half, kind of trimmed in the sense that like they've been gutted out.
Yeah,
Ribs have
I
been
know what you're going
separated,
for.
all that, but not quite. The spine removed, just not quite cooked yet. Well, I mean, a whole turkey. I'll give you a whole turkey for a gold piece.
I'll take 2 of them.
Well, all right.
And then in the future, if you wouldn't mind, could you do you know what spatchcocking a bird is?
Sure, yeah. You remove the spine. You
Yeah.
crunch
Could
it down
you
real flat? Yeah.
grab one of the whole turkeys in the future? I'll pay you for this one in advance, actually. Can you spatchcock the whole turkey and smoke the whole thing?
One of these 2 turkeys?
The third. I'll pay for them
the
all.
third. Oh, pay from. Okay. Well, I mean, and you watch as she picks up that cleaver, kind of gives it a little twirl expertly between her fingers, and like 30 seconds later, this thing is spatchcocked. Yeah, I mean, I got something that'll need another day to finish up, but after that, I can get her smoked within the next
Perfect.
couple weeks. I mean, turkey's pretty juicy meat, thick meat. It takes a while to dry out properly, but
Perfect. I
get that
greatly
going for
appreciate
you.
it. For the whole lot, how much?
Do 5 gold for it, I'll say.
5 gold it is.
All right. Hands you the 2 they're just kind of field dressed at the moment, plucked and all that. Takes the other one and hangs it up on a rack off to the side. Well, any other meats or similar concerns?
I think this all sorts us out very well. Thank you so much, and I'm very excited to give my friend the whole bird smoked this next time. I think it'll be a nice surprise for him.
Oh yeah, I mean, a good dried out turkey's hard to find.
Exactly.
Any particular spice you want on that, by the way?
Traveler, what are the common spices down here in the south? What is our common spice? Because I'm assuming from being from Risker Patone, I'd have an idea of like the general local cuisine of the south side.
Yeah, you have a rough idea. So garlic is fairly well farmed around here. Onions are also around. Weirdly enough, mint has been a very common, poor housewives can grow it at home type of thing. 'Cause it's a weed. Mint grows very easily. So a lot of mint, a lot of that. Things like salt are, because you're close enough to the ocean, or at least semi possible to get your hands on. You're not going to be finding any black peppers or anything like that. Advanced spices are well beyond
this area. We'll go for heavy onion and garlic. That would probably be best.
And stuff this thing with some onions and garlics.
Perfect.
Smoke it over some. I got some apple wood that I can smoke it over. I figure that'll pair nicely.
I think that would be perfect. Thank you. Awesome.
All right.
Well, I will see you next time we come around into town. Thank you very much.
All right. Sounds good. You see, she goes back to dissecting fairly expertly this deer carcass.
I will make my way out.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do in town, or are you just heading back out to meet up with the party?
I have nothing else I need to do.
I have nothing else either, I don't think. Let me just take a look at my inventory. Yep, we're good.
Alright. You guys make your way out of the gates, giving a nod to the guards, and we'll give you a little nod back, and about 20 minutes later, you are reunited with the rest of your party. Kyros, you have your bird back now. During the couple hours this takes, is there anything that you guys wanted to do while you're out in the woods?
Gather some herbs.
Yeah, sure. Roll me a nature check.
Nature? Okay, okay. Give me a second to move to my bed, so I need to pull it back up.
There's a moment where Ertos goes, I was gonna harvest stuff from that dead body of the thing. Damn.
Oh
Oh,
my
well.
god.
Hey, fun fact, it's coming back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they
Need-
didn't sell it to anybody.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know if you needed it, so literally Ilia's plan is to bring it back. Ertos, you need this? No? Okay. Kicks it off.
Safe bet, yeah.
It's starting to stink a little bit.
Anyway.
I will say that. Like
It's been several days, yeah.
It's been like 5 days now, or 4, I want to say. It's starting to get a ripe smell to her.
You're lucky I didn't leave it in the middle of the city, because I definitely thought about it. Thought about just leaving it right at their front door, be like, okay, bye. Not my problem anymore.
I rolled an 8.
An 8.
Yep.
Newly readjusting, you aren't really able to find much, unfortunately.
God damn it, my nature check is terrible.
All right.
You would think
So-
it wouldn't be that bad.
Well, it's based in wisdom, so that's just.
No, it's
Not-
based on intelligence, apparently.
Intelligence.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay.
Right.
All right. That's a bit odd, but okay. So, yeah, that's weird. So yeah, you guys roll back into town or into the camp, excuse me. And yeah, find your party just hanging around. I don't know, doing whatever y'all want to be doing. Really, I'm not gonna.
Stormy and Gale are playing fetch with a stick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just off on the side.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over
Alright,
to Ertos and present his
Whoa.
trophy. I know, right?
Wow, this is way more than I was expecting.
Oh,
Like,
I got
I mean-
something else planned as well. It's gonna take a few weeks, but
Oh.
question: do you like mint?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like my favorite, but I like it quite a bit.
Okay. Well. Also, you have
Why?
no. Just other odd question. You're not like
Okay.
allergic to onions or garlic, are you?
I mean, not that I've noticed.
Roll for food allergies.
I've eaten a
Roll
lot of
for
stuff,
allergens.
and I've never really had an allergic reaction. So I think I'm all right.
Garlic sends them into anaphylactic
Like-
shock.
Like a
It's-
dog.
Pretty sure the first day we met each other, I ate a dude's face. My stomach can take quite a bit.
No,
He eats.
I'm not. Hey,
Eat-
again, nothing against your stomach. I just want to make sure that there wasn't something that I should have known, or you know what I mean.
I haven't met a
bites-
food I haven't liked yet.
Perfect.
He
If-
bites.
So what
If
you're
we're
saying
in a
is
building,
you're trying to look out for him. Must
If
be
he
nice.
bites-
Stormy
he
just keeps
bites into
throwing
the
the stick.
He bites into the chicken, starts mentioning, "Oh wow, this is somewhat spicy. I didn't realize they had pepper here." It's like, what pepper?
No, yeah.
It's like suddenly like, is it me or is it? It's getting a little hard to breathe here.
I thought that's how everyone reacted to this food.
Everything's always so spicy.
Why is it
real
spicy?
Ignoring Stormy's quip.
Turns out cryos can't even handle salt without it saying it's spicy.
That
That
would be a
feels like
serious
Emily's
problem,
problem.
considering how much you need salt.
Yeah, sodium's pretty.
Ertos, do you
Pretty-
need
Pretty
any?
fundamentally important.
Do you think we can do anything with this big old husk of a disgusting abomination?
I don't know. I'm not all that magically inclined, so I don't think I can harness its like anti-teleportation stuff. But
Mhm.
it did do like weird stuff, so I'm hoping I can. I don't know, get something out of its.
Yeah, let's
Maybe make an armor
let's
or
take
like
a
get
look.
a tongue out of it. Something.
I'll give you
We've
Bardic.
already got a spell jam or a shield. Why not make more things so that Traveler can never throw a mage at us ever?
Bardic is still a
You guy won't
D6. Yeah?
fucking
Oh
try.
yeah,
Yeah, roll a survival check.
You got it.
guidance.
So, yeah. You didn't do it. I was gonna do it for myself.
Actually, I can assist then if you would like to guidance yourself.
You don't need to assist. I rolled a natural 20.
Yo.
Just slap it all
Plus
on.
plus that
Nice.
plus that plus
Ayo.
that. 33.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
Covers the entire
Well,
thing.
okay. Well, yeah, give me a sec.
So what do you do with the 33, Traveler?
Man,
I
I'm
consult my notes.
legendary anti-magic armor.
I reanimate the thing, and it is a fighting ally now.
It is your pet you
Yo!
were just asking for. Just
Yo.
okay. I will say that you managed to get some of its acid. Because if you remember, it was doing a bunch of acid damage. So I
Yes.
will look up exactly what kind of acid that is. I'll see if there's a D&D Beyond version I like, and I will get back to you. But
You got it.
you know
Take your
have
time.
I'll say two. I'll say you have 2 vials of acid.
Sick.
Well, it's better
Okay,
than
just
nothing. Because I mean, we tried doing this for
Yeah.
those wyverns way back, and it was
That was
not
rough.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
the wyvern poison was worth a lot of money.
you weren't there, Cryos.
A,
We
you
did
weren't
get
there.
2 of
B,
those.
I don't
though.
want to remember the
Fair.
wyvern poison.
Remember the wyvern poison?
Wyvern.
Wonder where that is
No.
now. Doo-doo.
Yeah, I wonder.
Wonder where half my inventory is.
Oh, it's still with the party. It's fine.
The Astral Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do? It's only, maybe mid-afternoon.
Do we need to prep anything ourselves for any excursion? I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but we do need to figure out what our plan is after this.
We're still planning on going to try and fight the matriarch wyvern? Question mark.
That's what I thought. I thought if that or some
That was
more
my
drakes
understanding.
for some more hides.
I just wanted to check in because that last one fucked us up. So
Well, hopefully the wyvern won't be some eldritch horror god that
I mean,
Also,
is partially
to
dead
be fair,
in a cave.
we had information that everything was, safe to go in there. Cryos was in there. Nothing bad happened. So we didn't go in prepared for a fight. So
Especially
I feel like
when
that
one
might
fight
have played a
was.
part into it.
at the same time, I gotta say, we shouldn't have necessarily relied on everything Kyros said because he doesn't necessarily know what's happening. So it wasn't much of an excuse. We still need to keep our wits about us.
So when you don't know what's happening, it's okay to just ignore it. Baron.
well, I mean, I think the points that are being made here is that we assumed it was a dead body that we were going to investigate, and didn't think that there were going to be little tiny creatures that were going to kill one of us.
Right.
So that
We'll
is
take control of others.
right. That is
Just
the
making dead
difference
eye contact with
between
Varen.
Is that the
between
excuse?
where we're going now. Excuse. Wait, do you think he willingly fought us?
I don't know what happened down there.
I mean,
You ran away. You didn't
I
get a
mean,
chance to run.
I'm
This is a
assuming
horrible
Stormy
time for me
wasn't
to have to
lying.
mute.
Glenn.
He was actively yelling, "I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to do this." He actively was yelling that, and very clearly didn't want to be attacking anyone.
Didn't want to be. Ilya didn't want to be. Then what?
Stormy, how did you describe it again? It was like you had your
It
mental
was-
faculties, but you couldn't control yourself.
Yeah, it was like I was in the passenger seat watching everything happen.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was horrifying. I saw Gail just try to attack me to get me out of it, and even she couldn't help.
Yeah, so I mean, Baron, I don't know if this is helpful, but like, if I were to assume that Stormy was turning on us like fully, I think he would utilize Gale as an ally for himself still, and the two of them would fight us. I don't think he would turn on Gale of all people. But that's just my
I mean,
opinion.
I also wouldn't if I was purposely trying to, hurt everybody. I feel as though Varen running away would have been a loose end, and I would have tried to catch him.
Which, like,
Yeah.
technically you did because we're here now, but I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did catch up, didn't you?
He is not still under the thing's control.
How do you know?
I don't.
Because he's not trying to kill us, and he hasn't tried to the entire time we've been coming
It's been
here.
what, 4 days?
I'm gonna take a long look at Stormy to see if he's been playing a long con to trick us.
Roll an insight check.
It'd be
Hell yeah.
really funny if he was.
Kyros
Oh, man.
knowing about parasites would be like, is he infected with parasites?
I don't know, Kyros.
29.
29. Jesus, the perception.
Yikes, that's
or
crazy.
The insight.
Stormy, are you planning
At
to kill us?
fucking move. Thank you.
No, I am not doing a long con.
Okay, that would be the craziest fucking twist right now.
Could you
Oh,
imagine
man.
if I'm like, well, I can't beat that roll, so I guess I have to just give away my backstory?
All of a sudden, Baron's not so fucking paranoid, huh?
You're rightfully
I'm looking.
paranoid.
Yeah.
You wanted
I was
Sky?
about to hold on. It still counts as paranoid.
Listen,
Just means you're rightfully paranoid.
this isn't the first time I've seen people that I've fought with that have helped me, that I've thought were allies, and seen them stab me or somebody else I'm working with in the back. All right?
To be fair, I was
What
attacking
you're
Ilya head
saying
on.
is your paranoid is justified and based on historical evidence.
When was the other times?
Yeah, what was the other?
You guys don't know what happened to me.
When,
Well, that's
in
why I'm
Risk
asking.
Baton.
That's
What'd
why
you
I'm
think?
asking.
Did you think I was just, it was all sunshine and daisies down there? You guys saw what the city was like.
Based on your whole thing, I know it wasn't sunshine and daisies. But if you talk to us about these things, we can sort of, point out differences, give you different perspectives, maybe help you out.
All right, Ertos.
Mm.
One of my childhood friends, somebody I grew up with, I watched him be killed instantly by a Soulborn because he spoke wrong. He slapped him, and he hit the ground, and he was dead. And he wasn't much older than that kid is. All right? From talking to me, joking to me, everything was fine. To a single backhand, and he's gone. What? Is there another perspective on that? It happens. Instantly. Without knowledge, without notice, they're gone. No matter how happy-go-lucky they are, or whatever it is, it's very fleeting. Now, luckily, turning over to Ilya, this time we had a champion of the Undercrawler that was able to bring back Kyros. That doesn't happen normally. That doesn't happen everywhere. Trust me. I've seen a lot of my friends die. All right? A lot of them. And I've seen people that I thought I knew that got a good deal from somebody else and turned sides. People I thought I knew for longer than I've known y'all. Another perspective. There's not many other perspectives you can get. Now,
No.
is he still controlled? No, probably not. No. And is Kyros back with us? Yeah, he is. He's alive. And I'm thankful to you, Ilya, that he is. But it doesn't change the fact that he dropped like a sack of potatoes. And that could have happened to any of us. You or me, Ertos, in an instant. We're just gone. It's over. Lights out. Fine to nothing. And it just goes dark. And it's over. And there's nothing we can do.
Does that scare you?
Does it not scare you?
Kind of an inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on the sea. There was a lot of dangers, a lot of risks of death. But one thing Captain used to always say is, calm seas don't make a good sailor. So you have to take your experiences and grow from them, because not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you got to weather the storm to get through to the other side, and sometimes you're just in the eye of the storm when things look good.
One second. Let me get this straight. I'm not going to ask the kid because he's been through a lot, and I hope it's shock and not just general stupidity that's given him this exuberant, happy-go-lucky attitude regarding the fact that he died.
ADHD.
I mean, it was pretty painless. I'm back alive already, and nature's pretty cruel. I lived out in the woods.
Ertos, are you not scared of the thought of an instant death? No warning, nothing. The fact that it could be all robbed from you without warning. Not in a shipwreck, not from starvation, not from a blade, not from a dragon, not from anything. One moment you're fine, and the next it's all gone. That does not scare you.
Kyros is gonna shine, man. To be fair, it wasn't really that bad.
Kyros?
I'm not
All things
trying
considered.
to dismiss any of the things that you have experienced or are feeling in any capacity. And if you had asked me probably even a year ago this question, I would have said, yes, that scares me. But a short walk into town, and that is my reality.
Yeah, I feel like Eratos was the wrong one to ask that question, too.
No chance, no thought. It's done, it's over. So I think about it a lot. Does it scare me? Not really, not anymore. Does it piss me off? Yeah. You betcha. And it pisses me off that I can't do anything about it, and it pisses me off that I have goals that I probably won't get to finish. In this hypothetical, I don't get to finish them because I'm just dead, done, over.
And then in all reality, I've been attacked in my sleep twice now. I could just not wake up one morning, and that's just the fact of my life right now. And I have no memory as to who I upset to even be on that list.
But Stormy, it doesn't scare you in the slightest. The idea of blinking but never opening your eyes again.
I mean, it's
no peace that you can make with it, because unlike both of your scenarios, you're not seen as a lizard person and then an uproar happens and within a matter of seconds you're slashed at or killed. I'm talking you close your eyes for an instant and they never open again. And that doesn't scare any of you?
I mean, sometimes you have to work with that fear. I mean, that's all I could really say in this situation, because if I was scared of death in any capacity, I wouldn't be living the life I live. I would have stayed on the ship. I would have never left my island. I'd still be that scared little boy on the island suffering, trying to survive.
Baron, it scares me more that that could happen to any of you, and I can't do anything about it.
A quick
Same.
death isn't scary. Failing those that you care about is what's scary.
We are born of the earth. We will return to it.
Varen, we might not always see eye to eye, but you're still my brother. I would still give everything to make sure you got, another day.
I need some time. I I- I guess I'm just not as strong as you guys.
We're not saying it's bad to be scared.
It's, yeah,
But you
every
can,
time we get into a fight. I mean, I'm scared a little bit. It'd be foolish not to be scared when your life is on the line.
but you can rely on us. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but you guys are all I have. You're the only people that truly matter to me. I'll help people where I can, but at the end of the day, if I lost any of you, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Stormy's holding out his arms for a big group hug.
I
Gail's
don't.
standing on my shoulder doing the same.
Maybe later, Stormy. I don't think that's the vibe.
I need some. What time is it, Traveler? It's like you said.
That's like I said, mid afternoon,
I'll
maybe 4. We'll say.
I'll be back to camp tonight. I need some time. And
Okay.
Varen's going to walk into the woods.
Okay. You walk out into the woods.
I guess after we sit down to start making or setting up a more proper camp
All right.
for us to be staying here a bit longer.
I think, are there any, like, streams or anywhere nearby, like, Stormy and Gale could go fishing?
Yeah. There's a small stream, half blocked off by a beaver dam. That is, it's got it. It's only half finished, but there's still a pool, and you can see some fish that are starting to gather. So yeah.
Stormy's going to just go. Him and Gale are just going to go fishing.
Sure.
Just try to get some
Make
fish
it.
for dinner.
Make a quick. Excuse me. Make a quick survival check.
Ooh, 22.
Yeah.
That's
You
without,
get yourself.
see if Gale's help, see if I can crit. Nope, 22.
Yeah. So yeah. You managed to get yourself a decent little pile of fish off to your side. Between Gale doing the good old kind of like a crane, bobbing her mouth in to snap up fish, and between you all with a fishing hook, you get a pile of about 6 or 7 good-sized trout.
Nice. Enough for everybody to get something to eat.
Anything else you guys want to do, or those of you who stayed back at the camp, and then we'll resolve something.
Ilia's writing a letter, but that's it.
Ertos is sitting quietly. It looks meditative, but it's not meditation because he doesn't do that.
Contemplation.
Yeah, that's probably more right.
Talking to the gods themselves.
No.
Okay. All right. So, Ertos. Or Ertos. Well, yeah, do that. Secondly, Varen.
Yeah.
So, you walk out. You're just walking. Do you stay in the forest? Do you go out onto one of the ridgeline, small ridgelines, because these are still the foothills of a mountain? Where do you go during this walk?
Yeah, I'd probably go out to a ridgeline and just try to look out.
Yeah, so yeah. You go up on a ridgeline and you look out. You see It's a similar sight. You know, you've seen this a few different times. It's all the trees, the brush, and the thick forests that clog the valleys, the rocky, the rocky ground and tough grasses that dominate the higher ridge lines where the moisture doesn't get. As you're kind of just looking out, you hear from off to your right a deep voice suddenly speaking. Balance isn't so easy, is it?
Pull my crossbow
Sure.
and point
Yeah,
towards the voice.
you pull your crossbow, you look towards the voice, and you see what appears to be. Imagine like a. Oh boy, I'm trying to think of how to put this. Like a Greek hoplite. The way that there's a breastplate completely molded to fit his and look kind of like a torso. Old school helm held under his left arm, a short sword sheathed at his left hip. The only thing that seems to be missing is he has no shield. Other than that, the vague skirt, just a pair of sandals, and you notice on this chest plate is a symbol. If I make sure I don't get this wrong. Yep. And the symbol is a scroll. It's a unfurled scroll with what appears to be some sort of like it's not actual writing that you can tell. It's some sort of esoteric script curled across it, with a set of scales behind it.
Oh shit. You make a habit of coming up on the people on ridges like this?
I don't make a habit of much of anything anymore. You've got quite the thick head on those shoulders, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's helped me keep it on my shoulders.
Possibly. Possibly. Can I ask you a question?
I might be able to supply you an answer.
Is it that you fear? Truly fear. Not what you tell yourself you fear, not what you espouse. You know death is not the end, as you travel with one touched by the goddess of death herself. You know that pain and suffering end, as at some point you either keep suffering or you die. So what is it that you truly fear here?
I fear being truly alone. Not not like alone up on a ridge or whatever.
And you watch as I can't quite laugh that convincingly that he is almost bent over laughing at this point. Oh. Straightens himself up for a time. Sets his sets his helmet down on the ground, and then just sinks down. Just takes a seat, kind of holding one knee, the other leg curled below him. Do you think me cruel?
Excuse
Or
me?
maybe not. For laughing at your fear, do you think me cruel?
No, I think it's a reasonable fear. Same as dying in a blink. There's things to be afraid of, things to be worried about because you're afraid, and there's things I would label as a reasonable fear. And I think mine is a reasonable fear.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily a lack of intelligence that causes your fear, but maybe a lack of perspective. Truth be told, you're one of the least alone people that you'll ever meet. I I know you see yourself as alone. You see those around you as not quite untrustworthy, but perhaps you're oh boy, sorry, this is Travler having a moment of trying to word this. You're worried that no matter how much you trust them, that no matter how much people you think somebody deserves it, that they'll let you down. That in the end you'll end up alone despite having found someone you thought you could trust, huh?
It's because they do.
Well, I've looked on at this world and others for kind of like looks down his own feet at his own feet for a second. I don't know how long now. Do you want to know how many people I've met who were truly alone? Some, not many, but some. And do you know how many of those people, of the ones that I have seen that were alone, have people who are willing to go to the lengths that their friends would do for them? Have people willing to risk death? Not just death, I suppose, but slow death, painful death. Obscurity. Running from everything they know and every goal that they've ever had, all to do something or stay together as a group. You fear betrayal, as all should. Oaths and order crumble when people don't do as they say. But if you refuse to believe an oath, if you refuse to believe in order and in others, then you will always be alone. It is humorous to me to see somebody who claims that their greatest fear is being alone, subsequently pushing away people who have proven they'd risk everything for them.
But why? Why do they do it? There's no benefit. They don't get anything out of me. I've got a skill or two there. I can do a trick or two here. But they owe me nothing. It doesn't make sense. They don't have a
You watch him
purpose for
kinda-
me. They don't have nothing. What? Why? Why me? Why? What gives them the thought that why me?
Kicks his legs out front. And then just kind of leans back and stares up at the sky for a moment with his hands set behind him. Why me? You see, he kind of, with a little wave of his hand, you see a small group appear around you in the, just out of twinkling light. A small group, only 6 people in general. Or sorry, 5, right? He's also there. 5 people in general, excuse me. Kind of shrouded. They all, rather than being exact people, they all have this like glow to them. One a deep violet, almost black, kind of outlined in light. One green. A palish green whose image kind of like wavers, almost as if underwater. One red, a deep red with a massive hole in the figure where the stomach should be. Another in a pale gray light, seemingly wavering, a bit more obscured than the others, whose form doesn't quite stay still and occasionally vanishes. Nobody knows why they're chosen. Whether that's by a god, by a society, by a race, or simply by the people that love them. Some don't choose who they love. Some are helpless for that power. But I will tell you this. In the centuries that I have watched, and in the millions of people that I have seen, love. Not romantic love, not parental love, but the true love that develops between two people when they choose to do it. Means that you are never truly alone. I can't answer your question. I don't know why they chose to accept you as somebody they love. But that's all love is. Unknowing, it's terrifying, but at the end of the day, it's the only thing that really means anything. You go to kind of look up with him just for a moment, and when you look back, there is nothing. You're alone on a ridgeline.
God. Now I'm fucking losing it too. I'm gonna sit
Talk,
till the sun
talks to
gets.
God is losing it.
very
Right.
till the sun basically sets fully, and then I will
Okay.
pull out the wand of dancing lights and make my way back.
You all watch as whatever you've been doing. Come back. There's a small fire. How are you cooking the fish, Stormy? Are we talking
Oh, they
stew
are
style or on?
they're on sticks, like over the fire, so they're getting like smoky and
Ah,
grilled.
gotcha. All right. Yeah, yeah. See some fish spitted over the fire, turning happily. As I imagine Gail's just doing a little dance around him or something. I don't know. She's
Oh, yeah.
helping out however well she
Probably
can.
trying to sneak one, an extra one.
Gotcha. All right. And you
Dude,
watch everybody. Yeah, you see everybody sitting around the fire.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
For Baron specifically, did you leave any of your possessions at camp when you left? Like anything at all?
Honestly, truthfully,
No, because
fuck
there
you
was a
guys,
chance
that's
the
why.
Baron wasn't going to come
Because
back
of
from that
reasons.
ridge line.
Yeah.
So no, there would be nothing.
Alright.
And probably as well, as he starts to see the fire from the campfire that you guys are cooking on, he'd probably cancel the lights and just for his own curiosity, he'd go invisible and just try to please not badly. Oh, thank God for that.
Excuse me.
And he's gonna sneak around the campsite just to try to get a sense of what it'd be like if he wasn't there.
Okay.
Stormy, can I roll a perception check to see if I noticed his dancing lights as he was walking over there?
Sure. Roll a
Okay.
perception check real quick.
That is a 24.
Okay. Um. Hmm.
You saw the lights.
How far out? Yeah, I'll say you saw some lights floating through the forest, and you saw them cut out
But you,
a
Oh,
good
but you didn't
ways
beat the
away.
stealth check.
I didn't beat the stealth check. Well, I was just going to say, like,
Yeah.
Stormy's going to assume that Varen is just doing Varen things and
Yeah.
just grabs a fish, like a stick, and just holds it up and is like, Varen, your fish is getting cold, and is just going to hold it up and see if anything comes by and grabs it.
Rathu is definitely underneath, like right next to you, staring at the fish.
Trying to jump up and get it.
He has already eaten a fish, by the way.
He's got
He
a
is-
little fish on a stick.
He's
This
he's
hand-
now trying to get a second fish.
Incredible.
Him and Gale are in cahoots. They're planning a heist to get more fish.
Fish
I'm
eye.
just I'm just watching them fight over the fish. I'm like, while I'm munching my fish, I'm like,
Fair.
cool.
Yeah, I'm just holding a piece of fish out, like
Okay.
dangling it out in the air, telling Baron it's for him and that it's getting cold.
Wait a
Okay.
sec. And just look.
Dangle.
What's
Dangle,
Ilya
dangle.
and Ertos? What are you guys doing?
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Varen, I do have to ask you a question.
Yes.
Who are you standing closest to? Because when I eat, I sit backwards, a little bit away from people. Are you near me, or are you close to someone else?
I will tell you right now. North, east,
Would
south,
Varen want
west.
to try and see her face?
Do you know from the campsite where you would be? Cardinal
No, because
direction.
I don't know because I don't know how we're situated. I'd probably be closer to the woods. I would say.
Yeah, that's it. And with
I mean,
your
I think
back-
we're in the middle of the woods, but I'd probably be in a little
Yeah.
bit of the darker area of camp, which is only means so much. But
yeah, with your back to the fire, I'm assuming, so you would be facing a completely.
yeah,
different-
because I'm making sure I'm not facing anyone.
I would
I think
assume
I'd
you would be on the
end up.
opposite side.
I
of
wouldn't be
Varen.
coming out right next to you, but I'd be closer than you'd think.
I'm going to send you a message.
Via the bracelet or through spell slot?
No,
Or
through Discord.
through
The
our bracelets.
I see. Not.
our bracelets.
I'm
Ours
I
said
imagine
red
he's seeing some things, but not everything. So I'm gonna give
Yeah.
the slightest description.
There's no lower jaw. Just she's
Airtos?
just shoving food in a hole in her neck. It just
Well.
Airtos, what
you
do
wonder how she speaks.
Ertos ate the turkey before, like, early, so he's not eating any of the fish. I think he has just finished sharpening his sword. He puts it away. He sees Stormy, like, trying to talk to Varen, but he wasn't, like, paying attention, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. So he just bites it out of the air. I don't think Stormy, just let him have his time. I don't. Maybe he's nearby. Maybe he's not. If he wants to eat, he'll come.
And I put the. Did you take the fish out of my hand?
Oh yeah, I ate it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you're probably too quick if I'm not paying attention either. Yeah.
I think I sit down on the opposite side of the circle from Ilya, like so that I'm not like encroaching on her face time. And yeah, I just sort of sit down and I'm staring off into the woods.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So,
Nice little cut.
for a little bit? If there's like if there's a log that you guys have set out or whatever, something to sit near, probably next to Ertos. You guys are just sitting there next to the fire, and I'd imagine that like Ertos, you look to one side for a reason, and then you look back, and I'm just there.
I mean, if you get within 10 feet of me, I see you.
Oh shit, you too. So you would know. You would forget. Yeah.
I don't acknowledge you though. I don't.
Yeah.
I notice you, but I don't say anything.
Yeah.
You snatched the fish right as he was reaching for it because you knew he was there.
Hey, get up underneath there.
Matthew, stop it.
Matthew, get out of the bag.
Stop trying to eat my fish, Matthew. This is my fish.
Yeah, Varen drops the invisibility.
When you drop it, it jump scares Gale. She's just like clutching.
Oh
her chest.
yeah. First, y'all are crazy.
Sometimes.
I've been called worse.
Same, actually. Surprise. High five.
That's a fair assessment. Puts her mask back on.
But truth be told, pretty sure we all are. So including myself. I will say that maybe I've got my moments. I'll say that. Well, less than smart moments.
You have those quite a bit.
I don't know why we've stuck around together. I'm gonna look over towards Ilya.
He's turned back around at this point.
And I mean, truth be told, of our way back original times, it's you, me, and Ertos. Granted, we picked you up along the way, Stormy, dealing with Ulipo, and Kyros, you were dumped upon us. But
Yes, sir.
That's one way to put it.
why? I mean,
I don't know.
I know I didn't make
was
a
looking to
good
be an
first
adventurer.
impression. when I first met you two.
I
Guarantee that the bit that me and Mickey did back in the Fish Head Tavern all that time ago, I guarantee it wasn't anything heroic or
Well, I
rousing.
know nothing of that.
Yeah. Get back to your bugs, Kyros.
go back to playing in the dirt. Shut up.
I don't know why we're here. And I don't mean like why we're here like we were talking earlier when it came to gods and things like that. Ertos. I mean why you pointing to Stormy, you pointing to Kyros, you pointing to Ilya, and you pointing to Ertos. I don't know why all you are here right now.
No, for somebody who follows the god of luck, you sure are putting a whole lot into why stuff is happening instead of just allowing the luck to flow.
I don't believe in luck anymore.
Stormy winks at you.
I don't put my faith in luck. I put my faith in what I can see now and what I can understand. And I don't understand why you guys do this. Why you guys are here. Why me?
Family doesn't have to mean blood. You know that, right?
You all keep saying that. I get it, but
I just let that guard down just a hair, Farron. Just a hair. Let that guard down, and everything will be okay.
Aaron,
I mean, go ahead.
do you remember right outside of Risco Bertone, like the day after, we were getting into that cave, and I said, if you leave, I won't forgive you. You remember that?
I do. Yeah.
I take that back. I meant it at the time, and I stood by it at that time, but my feelings have changed. I get it. We're not your family from Risco Bertone, and I don't say that passive aggressively. I think understand quite a bit what it's like to be with people that aren't the family that you are searching for, or craving, whatever. Why are you with us? You can go. I don't want you to. That's not me saying get out of here. But you ask us why we're with you. Why are you with us? Because it can't just be because we're useful. Because, I mean, you've seen the way things go. We're not that useful. Sometimes we really fuck up.
I can move heavy things. That's about it. And get us passengers on some ships.
I can fix injuries. That's literally all I can do.
Ryos can talk to beavers.
And without the sword, I can climb a wall. That's really all I got.
Which is actually really cool. And I put my hand on your shoulder.
So,
like we're having an
I mean, unless you've got an answer for why, I think the question's irrelevant.
Yeah, if you can ask us the question, you should be able to answer it yourself, right?
You all might have a point.
Can I get that hug now?
No. Not
Damn
tonight.
Stormy looks really sad. He's damn it.
Ilya does audibly just start laughing at that one.
Above board at one point, Baron will give Stormy a hug.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually.
Final session. You'll learn that hug.
Yep.
Their dying
None of us
moment.
will be on our deathbed, but it will be happening. If I have to hug his corpse, it's happening.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I can't tell you why. I can't. I had a reason way back. I did. Back in Fingerling Isles, it's because y'all were a means to an end, and then all of a sudden we had connections with a Soulborn, and now you were a path to power, and then some of y'all, Aelia was a immense spellcaster that could turn fights and keep us alive in ways that I'd never seen before, and you've got a fucking dragon.
Gale gets up and like flexes.
And Ertos, I really don't know what your whole deal is. It's still surprising to say the least. You're the
Which is
I mean,
so
I've
funny because I try to be the least mysterious out of all of us.
You're a lizard person,
Things are.
and you have no desire to kill any of us at this moment. To be honest, of the people I thought would flip and attack the rest of us, I thought it was going to be you from the very beginning.
It wasn't me. Whatever was controlling me.
I can honestly say, and I always am honestly saying things, I have not wanted to kill any of you ever, so...
And, well, we got forced on babysitting duty. But I can't explain it anymore.
I resent that.
Well,
and you don't have to. And I mean this truly and like deeply. If because you don't have a reason, you don't want to be here anymore, that's fine. I'll miss you, and I'll want you to not die, because I'll always want that, but I can't control you. And I get it. You gotta go, you gotta go. If you gotta find a reason, if you gotta find a purpose, if you need people around you that you can concretely say, this is why I'm near them, go do that.
I can agree to that. No one's really. If I would hate to see you go because I care about you. You know, we might not always see eye to eye, but you're my brother. Everybody here is family. So, I mean, if you feel you need to move on, move on. But at the same time, if you want to stay, we'll fight as one, we die as one.
I also don't want to see you go, but if you feel leaving will make you happy, then I'll accept that. I won't be thrilled about it, but I'll still accept it because it means you'll be happy.
And you won't be dead. Hopefully.
Wow.
No,
we can't.
That's a hope.
Can't control that either, unfortunately.
Also, can't as we saw, we can't always control that.
I don't think there's anywhere on this tyranny right now where I will truly be happy. I think I've made my bed and got to lie in it now. This is the safest place for me. And
I mean, fuck safe. Like, yeah, it's comforting. It's nice to feel safe. It's nice to not walk into a town and see that everybody might want to kill you, but fuck that. You should be where you want to be, not where safest. Where do you want to be? Just off the cuff. First thing that comes to mind. Where do you want to be right now?
Risco Breton.
Why?
We go.
Because it's where my mother is. Where my sister is. It's where I was born. No.
Yeah, let's go.
First of all, no.
And you want to feel safe, we make it safe so you can go.
We cannot go back there right
I don't think it's smart, but let's make it happen.
we can't make it happen right
I'm
now.
not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying in a week. In goals. Big bills, you know?
Yeah, no, Stormy, I guarantee you, I will not rest on this earth until the Onyx family is in the ground. I can guarantee you that.
See? Goal 1. Stormy pulls out a piece of paper and writes down kill Onyx family with a little square next to it for a check mark.
That's been my goal since the moment I left.
Do you want our help with that?
Probably need it.
I
Do you
don't
want it?
disagree.
There's a difference between need and want.
I want them gone.
That's
You're skirting the question, Barrett.
How can I
The
say that?
question was, do
Yeah,
you
sure.
want
I
our
yeah, I
help?
would love y'all's help.
Okay, then we're
Yeah,
in.
but
I
at
am.
the same time, I'd love anyone's help.
well, we're
Look
the
at the
ones that are
Kyros.
sitting right in front of you, and the ones that have traveled with you this time. If you want us there, I mean, I'll
Are
be there.
you
All of them are
and
saying they'll be there. If
are
you
you
want us there.
okay with waiting?
I don't have a
Or-
choice.
You do have a choice. You could go and try and do it right now without us.
Well,
Yeah. I
That's
Sadly-
what I mean.
Jenkins,
sadly,
it
the
never
things
got
that I had planned, I had a whole plan going into Riskaperton as we were coming across. I had supplies. The moment we were trying to make our way over there, every encounter I had to use potions and supplies and poisons that I had planned on saving for that purpose, for when we got there, when I had a chance to do something. And systematically, everything I prepared, everything that I planned, it got stripped or forced to be used or anything. Everything I had, I thought I had a chance, and I couldn't do anything. So, yeah, I'd love to stroll on proud chest back through into the city and walk up to the Onyx family and snap my fingers and they're gone. But that's not how this works. So,
Also, going by yourself doesn't have to look like that. You could do things smarter by yourself. What I'm saying is, you do have a choice, and the choice is we're willing to help. We're just not going to go do it right now and get all of ourselves killed. You can go now, and most likely, like you said, not do it, not succeed, but die trying. Or you can rough it with us until we can help you meet your goals.
all right. Smartest option, safest option. And I want to kill that fucking badger.
Yeah, I doubt
we'll
we've seen
do
the last
that.
of him.
Like that's not number one. I'd love to try to figure out what happened to my family. But like
I mean,
somewhere a little bit farther
That
down
could
there.
be a higher goal.
Yeah.
Your family could be a higher goal. We could probably figure that out without taking the Onyx family head on.
Yeah.
So if you want to work towards that, we should work towards that because that feels way more our capability levels.
I mean, I'm not too good at finding people, to be honest. Like, just out into the blue finding people, but at least just to know that things are fine. I mean,
You don't know where they are at all, like vague direction.
according to Unipo, they're dead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
let's
they're
trust
dead.
that fucker.
I've kind of made peace with it. but anything
mean-
to prove against it would be great.
Not to be shitty, but you're gonna trust him, but you're not gonna trust us.
Yeah, you were real quick to shoot at me when I got mind controlled.
Well, that's different. I'm just saying.
Sorry, I'm still salty. Not gonna lie to you, Varen.
Stormy, if it makes you feel better, I'm quick to shoot just about anyone and anything.
Everything at all, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
It's like a key
the reflex.
character defining
Muscle
character. Yeah, that's like a that's just a me thing. I don't know. I don't know what you gotta understand. I don't know what to believe in anymore. I I tried to believe in a god, and apparently it was all a lie,
Well,
and apparently it was all bullshit.
I mean,
And now apparently I'm going crazy because I'm seeing other gods. It's
which ones?
the
What?
fucking law, whatever. Lendis's brother.
The lawbearer?
Yeah.
The lawbringer? What's his name?
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. I have been listed. I've been observing without speaking for so long. Give me 2 seconds.
yeah, this has really been a really RP heavy episode. I'm loving it.
Computer,
Fenris,
computer,
Law
work
and
for
Order.
me. Please, God.
Fenris. Found it.
Yes. Sorry. Fendris, the Lawbringer. Yes.
Bringer, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm seeing. I'm seeing things now. I'm
Sorry.
going crazy, and I'm seeing and hearing gods, other gods, and I.
You saw what you're claiming to be the lawbringer, whom that scroll that we fucked around with in Rift Over Tone was of the lawbringer, and your first thought is, oh, I'm going crazy, and not that was maybe actually a vision from that god.
I mean, you did literally have the
literally
item of him.
Yeah, and guess what? I've seen visions of Lendis in a temple of Lendis. Do you guys not remember that Lendis apparently stripped the armor from my body when got Stormy's armor? He stripped it from my body free of cost. That just happened. I've seen things with Lendis I can't explain, and I've had a vision from Lendis that I couldn't explain until it was explained away that fucking badger was in my head, and it was all a lie. At least that part of it. So what? So now it's both Lendis and Fendris both are like, oh, yeah, let's talk to this. No, it's crazy. The only reason I had any of that is because emotional state notwithstanding, I decided to try to use that magical scroll at the behest of the fucking badger. So my brain said, fuck Lendis, and just chose the next best thing. No, it doesn't. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Welcome to faith. It makes no sense. That's why it's faith. And if you have some entity talking to you, yeah, it could be him, of course. Could it be something else talking to you and being an asshole like the badger? I mean, yeah, but faith, that's also part of faith.
I mean, what did
And
this
it's the shitty
vision
part,
tell
but
you?
It just talked to me about
You don't have to share the details if you don't want to. I just was like, if they're
I mean, it
visions
didn't
that you're
ask me
seeing,
to
they're like
steal
kill all
anything
your
again.
friends.
No,
You know, like
no,
if they're doing
no.
that, maybe be skeptical that it's some other outside force. If it's just philosophical, I'm a god, blah blah blah. That feels pretty god to me, speaking from experience.
It also
They like to speak in riddles.
they don't like to give answers. Not up front.
I gave pretty clear answers. Not that I was asking any good questions, but I don't know. Who knows? God of order. For me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Is there any fish left? I'm hungry.
Stormy pulls out the fish that he was keeping warm off to the side and gives it to you.
I still have turkey too.
That turkey isn't cooked, and it's gonna take a while. And I'm not gonna take your turkey.
I mean, you
could
can
have
have
it on the
some,
fire
but
this whole
I
time.
didn't realize you wanted it cooked. Okay.
Yeah, well, so okay, Airto, I need
Stormy's
to
also
eat it
hungry.
cooked.
Gail's also eating the raw turkey.
That
Matthew
is
tried, Ilya did not allow him.
understandable.
Wow.
So Baron's gonna walk over, grab a fish,
Garlic.
and just chow down.
Alright.
As you are eating, I only have one final thing I want to do. Ilya is going to step over and set a letter next to you. You can read that when you want, or if you don't want to. I understand.
What?
What letter is that?
Don't worry about it. One for you.
You
The
saw
letter
me.
P.
You saw me right. It's the letter P. You saw you. I wrote it when we were after he left. Don't worry about it.
You open it, it just says "fuck you." It's like, wow.
Eat it.
All that stuff I said,
You're
lying.
dead to me.
All right.
You can
Um,
read that when you want.
It just says "kill yourself," and it's like,
No,
Yeah,
no, it does
Like
not.
it's
Please.
He
So
does
that's
not
like-
need encouragement.
No.
It's like a trapped rune, and I open it up, and it's like a,
Just
it's
flip
like
a warning.
magical glitter bomb. Yeah.
Oh, Travler, can I get a new cantrip invented?
I
Oh,
mean,
Glyph of warding exists. You can
Yeah,
just,
but
Oh.
glitter bomb sounds really funny.
Yeah, you just need to
True.
use it with Animal Messenger.
let's talk. Let's talk. Hold on.
Deal. Deal.
Right?
Absolutely.
Glitter bomb.
Glitter bomb.
100 fucking percent.
It-
Okay.
Glitter
Let's
bomb
work out
cantrip.
the details.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
As a cantrip, as long as it doesn't do damage, I'm
No,
fucking
it's not.
set.
It's no. There's no damage. Nothing harmful whatsoever. It's just when you activate the trap, a bunch of glitter shoots at you. That's
the
all it does.
antithesis of prestidigitation. It's
Oh.
it just makes a mess rather than cleaning up a mess.
It is the most frustrating spell you could ever use on
Anyway,
a
so-
neat freak.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do before you hit the hay? Other than I'm assuming the dome is going up. I'm just
Oh, the
working
dome
on
is
that
definitely
assumption.
going up.
I have one final question that I have to ask Baron.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this without sounding like a dick, so just bear with me and trust that I'm not trying to be a dick. Man, are you going to run away? And I know you might not have an answer to this, but from what I've gathered, the past experiences have been the goals that you still have that you have yet to complete outweigh sticking it out and risking it with us. Will that continue to be true?
I don't know if it's helpful for the answer. Because I don't really have the answer. But right now, I don't know. So I'm not going to say yeah. I know it's not a yeah. I definitely know it's not at the forefront of my mind. I'll be honest, my hallucinogenic talk with a god helped me set some things straight in my head. I can't tell you I won't be terrified. And they probably won't be the right decisions, but
That's fine. I mean,
don't.
I don't expect you to just snap your fingers and not be scared. We have no way of knowing if the decisions we're making are right in the moment. So I don't care about that. Who's to say? I just want to know what to expect from you. Because I prefer when you're around, just because I like having you around, but also if things are dire and you split, things get a whole lot more dire. So I just want to know what to be prepared for.
For now, you're stuck with me.
Good. Just let us know if you decide to change your mind on that.
I will.
And I stand up, I give him a little pat on the cheek with my tail, and I
Oh,
Why
up
the
for the
tail? Wait a minute.
That's
says
cute.
I
That's
walk
cute as
away.
fuck.
Threw me
That's
off.
cute
Yeah.
as fuck.
I was
It's like-
fine until I just pictured you just like pulling it around your body and tapping him on the cheek with it.
Well, no, it's I can control it a little bit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like as I
A
walk
ch-
by,
A
like,
gentle
Just
streak
like a
down the
taped on
face.
tail.
all right.
What? So
Hey.
you all bed down for the night,
Yeah, we
and
do.
one by one,
There it is.
there it is, and one by
Oh.
one fall asleep. Airtos.
Ah, there it is.
What?
As you fall asleep, you find yourself kind of floating, I'll say, in this space, gray and ethereal. You look around. You're standing on some sort of ground, but it's nearly covered in fog. As you begin looking around, you do notice in one area there is some sort of figure, a little vague, a little hard to make out, standing just at the edge of where you can see in this dense mist-like fog.
does this feel familiar to me?
Yeah, this is a familiar sensation. Normally it happens in a forest, but this feels familiar.
Hasn't happened in a while, and much more south. Nah. I'll approach.
You see, as you slowly begin walking up there, you see materializing out of the fog a huge Yuan-Ti. Slitted eyes, mostly human. Slitted eyes with half scaly skin. You can see two fangs that just peek over the edge of the lips, but for the most part, mostly humanoid, not full-on snake person. He looks at you as you approach and is silent.
When you say huge, do you mean that legitimately
Roughly,
in terms of?
yeah, like roughly 7.5 feet tall. Like humanly huge, but still huge. Just rippling
Okay.
with muscles. Very
Yeah.
big dude.
Armored/armed?
You see no arms. You see an
Oh.
empty scabbard on his hip.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know if I should talk first or not. Normally, it's the big man. So hi,
You see a
I'm
little
Eritos.
see a little smile crack the edge of his lips. The serpent, he chose a irreverent one this time. Yeah?
Oh, sorry. I'll kneel.
Oh no, not to me. If you know who I am, young one.
No, I'm sorry. I have no idea.
You were not raised among our people, were you?
Not formally, like not with a community, if that's what you mean.
Yes, that is what I was meaning. My name is Ahmed, and I was the last true wielder of that sword before you. He kind of like bends over a little bit and just make sure he's looking at the eye. The first seal has been broken. This may not make much sense to you now. This may not make much sense to you now, but one day it will. There are still keys to be found, and champions to shore up. The Lawbringers in particular seems flighty at best.
I mean, I might have some insight into that if we're talking about the same guy.
You see that same smile kind of start curling at his lips. What does the serpent tell us to be?
Strong. Sorry, is this a rhetorical question or?
No, that is the right answer.
Oh, okay.
Rhetorical or no. Not just you have to be strong. He kind of like puts a finger, he kind of like pokes you in the chest a little bit. But your friends, your allies, and your heart. You must find the keys. While he cannot be released without all of them, there's still damage to be done. Do you understand?
I think so, like conceptually, but I don't know if I know exactly what you're talking about. How am I supposed to find the keys?
You travel with the champions.
These champions?
Yes. Trust me.
Oh,
The keys will
okay.
find you. But you must move forward. You understand?
Yes.
You understand it is the way with gods. I cannot tell you more.
Sure. There was. This is kind of separate. There were like several weeks or months ago. I can't remember. Time is weird. I was in like a maze, and it was to test my heart. Was that you? Was that the rotted serpent? Was there a point to that?
Passing the test. Passing the test was the step for you.
Oh, okay.
But until the keys are together, until you shore up what is weak, you cannot go any further than you are now. You understand?
I think so. I don't think you mean geographically.
No, I do not. Now. And he kind of like half lifts you. He kind of like half lifts you up by, not quite by, like by your shoulders.
Yeah.
The Dark One is not the only threat coming for your people. He has stirred up the lizards. Now wake up! And he throws you, and as you wake up, you take a moment, your heart is beating in your chest, it's almost morning, and you hear, just on the edge of your vision, a deep and low shriek. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh, fuck.
Dare I ask, do we get a long rest?
Yeah, no, you got a long rest.
Okay, thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. I am on a very big time crunch, so we're gonna have to do this next bit quickly.
Sorry, we
Everybody
went
have a good
long,
time?
Trevor. Hell
no,
yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, had a great
Yeah.
time.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, I had a great
Yes.
time.
All right, good. Let's go.
There we go.
All right. That's
We
the
did it.
Bye.
All right. I might hop on the call a little bit later, depending on if you guys are on here pushing 9. But yeah.
Alright.
Have a good one with whatever you got going on.
Yes. Thank you very much.
safe.
Sorry about this.
Biggity
Yep.
bye.
Good.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna talk about conspiracies after.
Can you believe this guy just fucking
Okay,
leaving us? How dare you?
We're
I didn't
still
do it yet. I
live.
didn't do it yet. Pause. Pause.
I gotta look at these.
I was
One
gonna say
joking.
we could stay live.
I'm
I was gonna say we
joking.
could stay live and conspiracy theory.
Well, yeah, there's 26
episode.
messages that I need to read because you guys
Oh
were
my
sending
God!
messages while I
Yes.
was
First of all,
streaming.
gods aren't real.
Yes.
That's. I need to
Real?
make that abundantly clear. Gods aren't real. Birds aren't
Yeah, they
real.
are.
Yeah.
Gods aren't real.
We're-
It's
None of
simple.
it's real.
Yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Nothing we're doing is real.
Hey, are we still live? Before...
We most certainly are. If you guys would like to
okay.
continue with more bickering like this on cam or on audio, we
Yeah,
can.
put our cameras on.
Ah!
No, I.
Hang on,
am
let me
not
put on
prepared for
pants.
that.
But
Wait, why is the
I
camera
think
glowing?
we'll continue this bombshell of crazy information
very
episode
heavy
later, and we won't.
Yeah.
Bye bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed watching. Oh my God, this was crazy.
Bye bye.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.